Hi, everybody, and welcome to tonight's call. My cats are already shaking my table. My name is Julie Henderson. For those that don't know me, you may not have been invited by me. You may have been invited by one of the coaches on my team. But tonight, this webinar is going to be about what is coaching as a Beachbody coach, and more specifically, what is coaching on our team, on Team Pure Synergy. So I'm just going to give you guys a couple more minutes to go ahead. If you hop over to the right side, you can see that there's a little chat bar. And so go ahead and start, typing in there. Get to know each other. Let us know if you can hear me okay, and then we will go ahead and get started. I know there's a bit of a delay, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. All right, so it looks like you guys can all hear me. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for taking the time out tonight to come to this webinar, to come to this presentation. You are here for a reason. There are a ton of things you could be doing tonight, and I know you're all busy and you have families, but you are taking the time out to come here, and you're here for a reason. You're here because you know that we have something to offer. You know that there is something else in your life that you're looking for, and this may be it, and you never know until you watch this webinar and see what we have to offer, what our team has to offer, and what just coaching in general has to offer. So go ahead and, like I said, the chat is over on the right. Keep your questions to the very end, though. Chances are all of your questions are going to be answered during this whole presentation. If they're not, we'll answer all of them by the very, very end. If you do start asking questions in between, it's going to be hard for us to keep up with the questions, and you're going to miss a lot of the things we want to go over. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share and pull my slides up. And Angel, if you don't see the slides again pop up, just let me know so I can get those pulled up. Okay, so this should be it. Angel, can you see this like you should? Angel, is everything good? I can't see you at all.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, good. Thank you. So, all right. So, like I said, my name is Julie Henderson. This is going to be what is coaching, but like I mentioned, what is coaching specifically on Team Synergy? So, our team does things a little bit differently, you will find out, than a lot of the other teams on Beachbody. We have a super, super close team, and these are just a couple of pictures of some of the members of our team from Team Pure Synergy. Both of these photos were taken last June in Las Vegas at the annual Coach Summit. And that's just an annual summit where everybody can get together, get to know each other, and it's really great to be able to interact with the coaches that you work with and the coaches that you know through Facebook, and actually get to see each other and really get to know who each other is and get to know each other in person. So, like I mentioned, my name is Julie Henderson. Here by me, you may be wondering who I am and what I have to do with any of this. I am a coach on Team Pure Synergy. I'm a 5-star diamond coach. I've been a coach for a little over 2 years now, and it is now my full-time job. And I'm just a normal person. I've been married 11 years. My husband, Scott, is in the top right corner there. And I never knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. I was a college dropout. I went to school. I changed my major too many times to count. I went away to, I'm in Buffalo, New York now. I went away to school to New York City, came home about 2 weeks later, went to school locally, and just never knew what I wanted to do. And so I ended up getting offered a job working for General Motors in a factory. And I was making great money. I had great benefits. And I had no free time, no flexibility, and I was stuck. I was doing a job where I would literally drill 8 screws into a piece of plastic, and then the plastic would roll past me, and I would drill 8 more screws. And so I did that for about 6 years and knew that if I did it for 30 years, like everybody else had planned on doing, that I was going to go crazy. So I ended up leaving. And I got to a point where I knew that I needed something. I needed something else, and I knew that if I didn't make a change, I was never going to be happy, and I wasn't going to find that happiness. So I ended up leaving there. Everybody thought I was completely crazy, and I dog groomed. I'm a big animal lover, so I started dog grooming, and I also went to school for my aesthetics license and my nail tech license and my massage license. So I started working in a spa. And so I ended up really loving what I did, and I worked in a spa for about 2 years. And actually, let me backtrack just a little bit. During this time, and basically all growing up, I was always a yo-yo dieter. My weight was always up and down. I didn't know the proper foods to eat. I had done Weight Watchers, had great results, but ate baked Cheetos and deli meat and Diet Mountain Dew. And, you know, so it totally wasn't healthy, and I knew nothing about clean eating. I knew nothing about, you know, proper nutrition. I just knew how to count. I had done, I think it was Nutrisystem. It was one of them where they showed up in a box on your front steps. And, you know, I was always really up and down. And so you can kind of see my before and after picture there from 2007 to 2012. So during this time, I started doing P90X. I saw an infomercial, and I purchased it, and I was given a coach. You'll find out later that as a coach, you're given free customers. And I was a free customer to someone, and unfortunately, they never reached out to me. So for 2 years, I didn't think, ironically, that this coach was a real person. I thought it was just like some online chat where it was just somebody automated on the other end of the computer. And so for 2 years, I did P90X by myself in my basement. And so I was posting my workouts on Facebook, and that's how I kept myself accountable, and that's how I kept myself motivated. So after a while, people started asking me what I was doing for my results, and I was telling them, go get P90X. I was sharing them what I was eating and my nutrition plan, and I was coaching, and I just had no idea. So about 2 years after that, I found out about the coaching opportunity. I actually met a real life coach and found out that, you know, coaches were real people. And so I became a coach myself. And so that's really how I've been able to kind of just take my story. You know, I wasn't posting sales ads. I, you know, wasn't posting links. I wasn't annoying anybody. I was just posting what I was doing and sharing what I was doing. And people were asking me for advice. And so that's really how I got into coaching. So during this time, about that time, I was working at the spa, and I was working full-time, and about a year, it was last April, so about a year and a half ago, I lost my job, and it was completely unexpected, but it ended up being a blessing in disguise. And since then, I have now been a full-time coach. And if I didn't have coaching to fall back on at that time, I would have been absolutely devastated. I was, you know, full-time hours. You know, at the time, I had a lot of credit card debt. I had school loans, and I would have been completely devastated. So with coaching, it was just the next step. So I ended up coaching full-time, and I've been full-time ever since. Since then, my husband, who's in the top right corner there, he worked at an auto shop, and he was there for 22 years. He started there right out of college, and was a manager there, and was miserable, and I mean miserable. Sunday nights started getting really, really bad for him because he was just dreading having to go into work on Mondays, knowing that he hated what he did. He was underappreciated, had a hard time getting time off, and so that ended up being our next goal. And I'm happy to say that now, after 22 years, my husband has quit his job, and we are both full-time coaches, just because I took that chance, became a coach, and helped people. And that's really what it is. It's really just helping people with their fitness and sharing what you're doing. So next up, that's a little bit about my story. And then next up, I'm going to have one of the coaches on our team, Angel Stetzko, talk about her story. So Angel's story is totally different than mine. I do not have children. I'm a cat mom, and Angel just had her second baby a few weeks ago. And so here are a couple pictures of Angel. You can see her family in the top left corner. She had amazing before and after photos and amazing results after her first baby was born. And she was fit through her whole entire pregnancy, and was really able to inspire a ton of people through her pregnancy. So let me get this off of screen share so we can let Angel go ahead and take over. All right, Angel, I'm going to mute myself so you can go ahead and take over.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Julie, for that intro. As she said, I'm Angel. I am 26, and I've been a coach for almost 2 years now. I have 2 kids, Jackson, who is almost 2, and Ellie, who is 7 weeks old now. My husband, Jim, he was in the military. He's technically still in right now, but he's out too. It's hard to explain, but that's a big part of my story, so that's why I wanted to bring that up. And so when I got into coaching, I actually had no interest in coaching whatsoever. I signed up as a favor to my best friend because she was a coach under Julie, and she just asked me to sign up because if you're military, this is what I wanted to say, you actually get to coach for free. You don't have any monthly fees or anything like that. So I figured, you know, why not? It wasn't going to hurt me. I wasn't going to be paying anything. So this was 6 weeks after I had my son, and she suggested that I started Insanity. So I did, and I had pretty good results. I was not drinking Shakeology at the time, and I honestly had no interest in drinking Shakeology either. You know, like I said, I had good results from Insanity, but once I started drinking Shakeology, my results tripled, so I figured I should probably pursue something with this because I was always very, very interested in health and fitness. Just like Julie, I pretty much have been in college for like 10 years, and I still have no degree, and I couldn't imagine myself doing anything other than helping people get fit. The entire time that I was in college, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I thought I did, apparently, like 5 different times, but just nothing really held me. Nothing really spoke to me, and I just couldn't find my passion. And I really never thought that I would find my passion staying at home. So the military, like I said, you get to coach for free. So I kind of went in and out because you know, as a coach, you sometimes run into some hard patches, and you kind of stop coaching, and then you'll start up and stop coaching and start up. I was one of those notorious ones. And in February of this year, I decided I wasn't going to do that anymore because I knew I was pregnant with my second child, and I knew that my husband was going to be getting out of the military, so I didn't even want to think about having to get a job once I came back home. I wanted to stay at home with my kids. I couldn't imagine somebody else raising them. So I figured, you know, I have to make this work, bottom line. And I really officially started coaching then. That's in my mind. Yes, I have been a coach for like 2 years, but I really started in February. And since then, I've completely, I can't even tell you, like, my husband and I don't know how many of you know about military pay, but it's not that great. And we literally were living paycheck to paycheck. I freaked out about every dime that was coming out of the account. Every freaking dime. We had a lot of fights about money, and once I started coaching and I got serious about it, I just two or 3 weeks ago, I paid off my last credit card, and that was over $5,000 in debt, and that's on top of 2 Shakeology orders every month and other business expenses, and I have never been credit card debt free since I was 18 years old. And that's almost 10 years. And that was absolutely huge for me. I was even able to buy him a laptop. I bought him a PlayStation 4. I don't freak out about every single dime coming out of the account anymore. Coaching has been absolutely huge for my family. I advanced pretty quickly in rank because, like I said, I got serious, and I woke up every morning and I actually liked what I did. And there's not many people, I think, that can actually say that they love their job, and I really, really do. The positivity that Beachbody has brought into my life is tremendous. Honestly, most of the people on the team, which until I just moved back to Buffalo, because I was living in Fort Hood in Texas because my husband was in the military, which is another huge thing. This business can go with you anywhere. My business was not affected by me leaving the state, whereas other people would have to worry about getting a new job. I didn't. I stayed with my job. I have my same customers. I'm able to help the same people that I was helping. I don't even have to worry about it. But like I said, the people on the team, I haven't met a lot of them in person, and yet I feel like I'm closest to them. I'm closer to them than most people that I knew face to face, because when you join our team, honestly, the people on the team are so positive and so uplifting and so motivating, and to bring that into your life is absolutely huge. And it's really a blessing. And what coaching has done for me, bottom line, I've been able to pay off debt. I've brought a lot of positive people into my life, and the biggest thing for me was I am able to stay home with both of my children now. I can bring in an income, and I bring in a pretty good income just from coaching. I'm a full-time coach, obviously, and I love what I do, and I love the people that I work with, and I can't imagine doing anything else. And honestly, you guys, you'll love it too. It's amazing, and our team is amazing, and you're lucky to have been invited into this webinar because not other teams are as amazing as ours. I'm not trying to be biased, but it's the truth. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope to see some of your names on our team welcome page. So over to you, Julie.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. And it's so funny, we're both wearing the exact same shirt today. It's like totally not planned. All right, let me hop back over to the screen share. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this really quick. Basically, Beachbody, as Beachbody coaches, if you don't know of Beachbody, the company, they started as an infomercial company, and they are everything from insanity to P90X, the 21-day fix, Brazil butt lift, the new P90. There are tons and tons and tons of workouts. So there's literally a workout for everybody. You know, you definitely can find something that works for you. There is Shakeology, like Angel mentioned, yoga mats, and Beachbody is really always growing and always looking to find new programs and new products to help people. Like I mentioned, the 21-day fix that came out this February, that has been huge. It was Beachbody's biggest seller. For those of you who don't know, it's the one where you use the color-coded containers and the 30-minute workouts. They're coming out with a 21-day fix extreme in next February, and then for all you Insanity lovers, there is an Insanity Max 30 workout that comes out later this year before Christmas. So, you know, Beachbody is always looking for new and innovative ways to really be able to help people and help people with their health and fitness. So who is a coach? There are so many misconceptions about coaches and who can be a coach, and so I just want to go through this quick list just to kind of clear things up. You do not need to be a fitness expert, a personal trainer, or a nutritionist at all. Beachbody coaches, basically our job is to be there for people. We're there to help people, to support them, to give them motivation, to give them that accountability, you know, that person to talk to, that person to just have their back and help support them. And it's really that's what it's about. It's about being there for people. If you are a personal trainer, coaching can definitely be worked into your training. So for me, for instance, when I was working at the spa, I could only work so many hours at the spa, and you kind of get to a cap because there's only so many hours in a day and only so many people that you can train. That's kind of the same thing with being a personal trainer. You can only train so many people in a day. So with coaching, this really opens you up to a whole new level of the number of people that you have, but this is a way to help your clients in between your training sessions. So say somebody comes to you 2 or 3 times a week, and this way you can help them, keep them accountable the rest of the time that you don't see them, and help them with their nutrition with that too. You don't have to have your goal body. In fact, it's better just to be you and to be natural and to be real. You're going to relate to so many more people. There are amazing coaches on our team who started coaching at the very beginning of their journey and at the very beginning of their transformation. And just by sharing who they are and sharing their ups and downs and sharing what they're going through with people, that's really what has attracted people to them, and really makes them relatable. We are normal people. We have flaws. We're not perfect. We all want to be healthy and succeed. And most importantly, we're dedicated to helping others. We really do care about other people. We do care about their goals and what their needs are. We lead by example. We drink Shakeology every day and do the workouts. And we are not one-track minded. So if you look at any of the coaches from our team, if you look at their walls on Facebook, you're not going to see just Beachbody, Beachbody, Beachbody. Beachbody is a passion of ours, but it is not our only passion. We have hobbies. We have different family, friends, different lifestyles, and we really do on this team promote being you and being your own unique individual. And the biggest thing is we are not salesy. We don't sell, we share. And so that really, really is true. There are no sales quotas, but we sharing what works for us and helping other people get the same results we are by doing the same thing that we've been doing. So Beachbody really rewards us for doing this. Up in the top left corner, you can see the Coach Summit trip in Las Vegas, and that is Beachbody's annual trip. In the very top right corner was a diamond retreat that was team specific that we got to go on, and that one was held not through Beachbody but just through our own personal team of coaches. Same thing in the very top center there. This last summer, all of the Buffalo coaches got together and we chartered a Moondance catamaran and got to go sail around one evening on a catamaran and watch the fireworks and watch the sunset, and it was pretty amazing. The bottom left corner is our leadership retreat in California, and that is for a certain rank of coaches and above. And actually this year I qualified for it, and for my guest, Scott originally wasn't able to go with me, and because he had requested off of work and wasn't able to get off work. And so he ended up quitting his job and left his job about 2 weeks before the leadership retreat, which this year it was in Arizona. So he was able to go to Arizona with me. And then in the middle there is our Success Club trip. Every year in the spring there's a new Success Club trip, which is completely paid for by Beachbody. And so this past 2 years ago was Disney. And that was my first time to Disney as an adult and my husband's first time to Disney ever. And we got to do a Shanti workout right underneath that big Epcot ball that you see there. They gave us park passes, and then there were different trainings that we could do. And then we also had time just to relax and enjoy Disney. And then in April is our Success Club trip to Cancun. And so that's coming up, which we're super, super excited about. And then there are also other trips as well. The top 10 trip last year was Italy. This next year is Paris, and that's for the top 10 coaches in the company. And then we're also rewarded through different bonuses for Elite Bonus and Star Diamond quarterly bonuses as well. So who is Team Pure Synergy? Like I mentioned before, we're a very unique group, and we really do promote being you and being an individual. You can see from this picture collage that we really do come in all shapes and sizes. You can look down the left-hand side and see we have all different backgrounds. Some of us are professionals, some of us are stay-at-home moms, some of us are students. We have a little bit of everything. We have a lot of military on our teams. We have a lot of teachers on our team. And so it's really great because we've found a way to all come together and share our passion together. And so we really do have this amazing, crazy support system through Pure Synergy. So how do you make money? As a coach, you get 25% commission on everything that's purchased from your site. So basically, the second you become a coach, Beachbody gives you 3 websites: a Beachbody website, Shakeology website, and an Ultimate Reset website, which is a 21-day cleanse that each time you direct somebody to that website, you earn a 25% commission. You also earn a commission from Challenge Pack sales, which is roughly the same commission as through your website. And then as you start to build your team, you also earn cycle and team bonuses, and then you get a 25% discount on all of the products that you purchase as well. And so your Beachbody pay is a direct reflection of the amount of effort that you put in and also the amount of people that you help. And so basically, if you do more, you make more. If you help more people, you make more as well. And there are a couple different things you can do. Like I mentioned before, there are no quotas, there's no requirement. And so as a coach, it really is up to you what you want to do with this. You may be using Shakeology every day, doing the workouts, and you absolutely love Shakeology, and you can become a coach just to use the products, and you get a 25% discount. And so we would basically call you a discount coach. So you're just there for the discount. You can do this a little bit more if you want to do this as a part-time job, if you just want to recommend what's working for you to your friends and earn your 25% discount. And make a little bit of extra money to either pay off bills or pay for groceries or put aside for vacations. You can get your 25% discount and the 25% commission. And then if you wanted to take it to the next level, where myself and my husband have taken it, and Angel as well, where we're career coaches, that way we are recommending what works for us, and we're building our own team. So we get our discount, we get the commission, and then we start to build our team as well and help our team build teams, and then we can do this and earn a full-time income with it. But like it says at the bottom, everything is done on your schedule. You are the boss. There really are, no requirements, and what you decide to do with it is up to you. So when you do decide to sign up, one of the first things you're going to want to do is talk to the person who invited you to this, and then they can help you with your next steps for that. So what can you expect from this team in general? We have a closed group for all of our coaches on Facebook. So if you're in one of our challenge groups, it's kind of like our big challenge group, and it's a big private closed group for all the coaches. And this is great because we have tons of files that have helpful information. There are daily posts that have helpful information, and you're not expected to know everything on your own. If somebody has a question for you about a certain workout that you haven't done before, or a nutrition question, or if you have any sort of question at all, you can hop in that group, post your question, and somebody is going to be right there to help answer it for you. We also have a team website that has a bunch of training and resources on it as well. We do team calls weekly on Monday nights. We also do coach apprenticeship programs, and we do team calls through that. And then we offer webinars like this if you decide that you do want to build your team, and so that way you can, give people the link for this webinar and help build your team that way. So you're never expected to know everything or do everything on your own. And like I mentioned before, there's never any pressure to sell. You can be a discount coach or a business owner. And one of the things that really sets our team apart is that we help you learn how to attract people to you by you being you and sharing what you're doing. And so that way you're not going out and you're not tracking people down and annoying people, and you don't have to feel like you're an annoying, icky salesperson, because nobody wants that at all. So we really help you, figure out you and how to attract people to you. So how do you make it official? There are a couple of ways to become a coach. There is an initial investment of $39.95, and that is your business service fee, but that is waived if you get a challenge pack. So if you don't know what a challenge pack is, it's a bundle of a workout and Shakeology. It gives you 30 days of Shakeology, and then it also gives you a 30-day free club membership. They go between $140 and $205 depending on which program you get, which workout you get. And then a couple of them are a little bit more expensive. Like the Ultimate Reset is on sale this month for $275, and it comes with a whole line of supplements, and that's our 21-day cleanse. And then Les Mills Pump is a little bit more also because it comes with a complete weight set. But the majority of the challenge packs are $140 to $205, and then that would waive the $39.95 business fee. And then there is also a monthly coaching fee of $15.95. And so that what that covers is your 3 Beachbody websites, the branded advertising through Beachbody, through the online infomercials and commercials. And it also includes your warehouse employees for direct shipment to customers. What that means is there are a lot of companies out there that require you to have a really big buy-in requirement of $500 or $1,500, or you're required to stock programs or stock product and ship it yourself or distribute it yourself. And Beachbody's not like that at all. Your customers go to your website, purchase through the website. Beachbody ships it directly to them. You never touch it. You don't have anything to do with the money coming in. You don't have anything to do with shipping, and it goes directly to them. It also covers our entire support team, including coach relations and IT. I, before coaching, had no idea how to set up a website, so this is amazing because the websites are already there. You literally go in, add your name, add your phone number if you want your phone number on there, and then it is all set up. And then there's also a success tab in the Coach Online office, which includes so many resources that you will never be able to go through them all. And it really talks a lot about personal development and how to build yourself as a person and to be positive and attract people and how to be a leader. And you're going to hear so many people say that Beachbody coaching has completely changed their life, and it sounds so cliche, but it really does, and this is one of the reasons that it does. So then, as Angel mentioned, there is a military discount. So if you or your spouse are active duty military, you can sign up and you would get your sign-up fee waived, and you also get the monthly fees waived. So definitely talk to the person who invited you here, and they will be able to help you pick out the program that's best for you and best for your fitness goals, and they will be able to help you if you need the military discount, and they'll be able to walk you through every step to get signed up. So I really want you to, I'm going to open this up to questions in a second. So if you guys have questions, I know there's a little bit of a delay, so you can go ahead and start typing them now, because when I'm done with this slide, I'll probably be ready to answer them. So I really want you to ask yourself, what brought you here today? When I became coach, I didn't have the time or the money to become a coach. I was a student. I was finishing my massage school. I was studying for my state boards. For those of you who are massage therapists, so you know that massage school is way harder than it sounds. And so I was studying for my state boards. I was working full time. I did not have the time to take this on. My husband did not understand what I was doing, but he was supportive, thankfully. And I just knew that something really drew me to this, and I just knew that it was something that I was supposed to do. And so I just did it. I jumped in, and it has been absolutely amazing. I've had people tell me that because of me, they haven't given up. I've had people message me that they are off their prescriptions, that they're not depressed anymore, that they've paid off debt, that it's helped their marriage because they've changed so much. My family lives in Canada, and I wasn't able to see my family for a couple Christmases back to back because I wasn't able to get off time from work, and I don't have to ask off time anymore. My husband doesn't dread Monday mornings anymore, and it has just been absolutely amazing. And so one of the best pieces of advice I have ever been given was to picture what you want in 5 years and then ask yourself if what you're doing right now is going to get you there. And so it's really made me kind of reverse engineer my dreams and my goals and really figure out what I want, how I'm going to get there, and really live the life that I design, and not a life that somebody tells me this is what you need to do, this is where you need to be, this is where you need to show up at this time, and this is what you have to do while you're there. And so, like I mentioned, everybody that you talk to who is a coach on our team is completely going to tell you that it's changed their life. And like I said, it sounds so cliche, it sounds so corny, but it is absolutely true. So I really, really hope that you guys all give this some consideration. If you have any questions, comment to the side there, and me and Angel will be able to answer them for you. Let me get this off of screen share. Okay, let me see what I missed here. And Angel, if you see any questions that I missed, go right ahead and start answering. Natalie said I'd be on this team just for the free friends. I don't even need to get paid. I remember the very first time that I went to the Coach Summit in Las Vegas. I was a brand new coach. I had never met anybody on the team. And I walked into the hotel room, and there were like 20 people in the room, and I knew every single one of them. And it was such a, like a freaky, surreal feeling, because like I knew them all from Facebook, but I walked in, and it's such a really freaky but really cool feeling. Okay, yes. So you pay $15.95 per month for coaching, and that covers a ton of stuff. That covers your 3 websites, which that right there is a huge steal. So it covers your 3 websites. It covers IT, customer service, and the warehouse for shipping, and basically everything back end. So we don't have to deal with that. So we can get right to just helping people, and we don't need to have a basement full of Brazil butt lift boxes ready to be shipped out. No home parties, nothing like that. Jessica said, did you have a hard time motivating yourself to start eating right and exercising daily? I really want to eat right and exercise so much, but I just can't seem to get there. Is that question for me or Angel or both of us, or just in general? Jonathan said, do you ever get criticism from people who are skeptic about these workout programs and say negative things about them? If so, how do you react? People are always going to say something negative. I think it doesn't matter what you do. I think the second you start changing what you're doing, the second you start eating better and eating cleaner, you're always going to have somebody saying like, oh, why can't you eat this, even though it's totally your decision. And you really just have to know that these programs are working, they're changing people's lives, that we are living, breathing proofs that the programs work, that coaching works, and so you can either let it get to you, or you can just realize that it works, and that's really all that matters. Because if you're not going to do something because you're worried that somebody else is going to think it doesn't work, then you're the one missing out. Like the meatheads at the gym. My husband was a huge gym guy, and I remember the first time I brought home P90X, he wanted nothing to do with it. And I finally got him to do it after probably like 6 months, and now that's like all he'll do. P90X and Body Beast. How long does it take to become a career coach? It still sounds too good to be true. So I coached for 1 full year before I went full-time. And then so I started in April of 2012. It was April of 2013 I lost my job, and then my husband left his job August of this year, so just about 2 months ago. So it took about 2.5 years, and we have more than replaced both of our full-time incomes. Even going back, because when I was working at the spa, I made okay money, but this has even replaced my income from when I was working at General Motors years before, the job that people thought I was crazy for leaving. So with your income, it's really going to depend on how much you put into it. If you're just doing it for the discount, then you're obviously not going to be able to replace your income. But if you really work it and you really have that goal, then it's definitely doable.
I can add to that a little bit too. Like I said, I was a coach for like 1.5 years, but I didn't start getting serious until February, so I didn't really have a steady income until February. And since then, I have never missed a paycheck, and my income just keeps growing every single month. Actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago, my weekly paycheck, because we get paid every Thursday, my weekly paycheck was more than my husband's base pay would have been in a week. So I made more than him that week, and I did it from staying at home. So February was like 8 months ago, something like that. So that's how long I've been full-time coaching, and I don't have to go back to work because I can do this from home. So there's my bit on that. Oh, and that girl, that question about motivating yourself to start eating right. I actually get a lot of people asking me about that, and from my experience, I think that if you have other people, I mean that's kind of the deal behind our accountability groups, is if you have other people helping you and motivating you, then you stay motivated. And when you're the one that they're coming to, it makes you want to stay eating healthy and working out every day because you're the example. So doing that motivates you in itself. And I have a lot of coaches that actually coach to stay consistent with their health and fitness anyways.
All right, and then Stephanie said, for income tax purposes, does Beachbody consider you a contract employee? Do they withhold taxes, or are you responsible to pay taxes directly to the IRS and state? Okay, so if you make over $600 a year, Beachbody sends you a 1099 form, and you are responsible for the taxes. Basically, you are your own business owner, your own CEO once you become a coach. And so by owning your own business as a Beachbody coach, you get to write off almost everything. So you can write off all of the food that you buy on your trips. You can write off your business expenses, so that $15.95 monthly fee that you pay, you can write that off as a tax write-off. You can write off your mileage. You can write off computers, office equipment. You can even write off like a portion of your house. So you can write off like the home office part of your house, and then you can write off like cell phones, internet, things like that. Anything that's business related is a tax write-off. And I know nothing about that. I literally hand my tax guy like a stack of receipts at the end of the year, and he probably hates me, but. Okay, Brittany says, can you explain the difference between the levels of coaches, the emeralds, diamonds, etc.? Basically, it's a ranking system, and it increases your pay based on how many people you're helping. And so the more people you help, the higher of a rank you are, and they come with different bonuses and different benefits for each rank. It's a little confusing to get into if you're not a coach and you have no idea how the pay system works yet, but yeah, it's kind of like little promotions along the way. Okay, so Jen says, besides the $15.95 monthly fee, what's the initial startup cost and what does it include? So it's either $39.95, which gets you started as a coach, or if you do a challenge pack, which is the bundle of a workout and a 1 month of Shakeology, then that comes at a discounted price, and then that gets the $39.95 fee waived. So that's the way that most people sign up, just because you get the products, you can be a product of the product, you can start with your transformation right away. It's really hard to promote a product that you're not using yourself, so that's the way that most people do it, and it is so discounted too. How much training is involved when you become a coach? That's really based on how much you want to do with it. If you just want to help like a friend or two, it takes you about 2 seconds to make your links and make your websites, and then, I mean, you really could stop at that. Our team does monthly coach apprenticeship groups where we walk you through everything. We have a whole coach group filled with tons of files, videos, more resources than you could ever use. So you have a question about anything related to coaching, and we either have a file or a video that we can share with you to help walk you through it. I thought I just missed a question. Jonathan said he loves the gym. There are tons of coaches who still work out at a gym. Just because you're a Beachbody coach doesn't mean that you have to only do home workouts. There are coaches who work out at the gym part-time, full-time. You know, Body Beast is a great workout to be able to do at the gym. I actually don't even follow the videos when I do that anymore. I just put my headphones on and just hit the weights when I do that workout. So yeah, if you like the gym, then you can totally still do that. Like, we're not, you know, you don't have to just do like only Beachbody. Like, I'm a runner, I still run. You know, we have a lot of people that do other workouts as well. Yes, you can write off Shakeology samples if you use Shakeology samples. What if you don't want to use Shakeology? Do you want to take this one, Angel, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I was actually going to say I'll take that. When I became a coach, I had no interest in Shakeology whatsoever. I'm like the cheapest person ever. And I was like, wow, that's too expensive. I can just use my protein powder or whatever. Because I used to buy like the $20 protein powders from like Walmart. It was terrible. But I decided to try it, and I've never went back. Like, I've never not had Shakeology even for a month, because the benefits that you get from it, honestly, just try it. Just try it out for a month, and if you don't think that it's worth it, then, you know, whatever, but you will know that it's worth it, and that's why we do what we do, because we know how good it makes us feel, and we want others to feel that as well. But like I said, I was totally against it when I became a coach, and now I'm like in love with it. I have 2 a day sometimes. It actually killed me when I was pregnant when I couldn't have 2 a day. So yeah, and I have my entire family on it. My son drinks it. Technically, my daughter drinks it because I breastfeed, and my husband drinks it now too. So it's totally worth it. Just try it out.
Do you want to take that one last Shakeology question too?
Yeah, Jonathan, Shakeology, it's not just a protein. It's actually a health drink. It helps you in more than a few ways. It for me, the hugest thing, I have the most giant sweet tooth, and it helps curb my cravings a ton for that. It obviously helps with weight loss, but it's not a weight loss drink. It's a health drink. It does give you protein. It's actually like the perfect blend with carbs to protein for after a workout, and it 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 makes you just feel overall amazing. But it's, like I said, it's not just for weight loss, which is what a lot of people like to use it for, but it also gives you a lot of energy too, which is huge because I'm a mom and I have a toddler and a newborn and I need a lot of energy. But yeah, it's a health drink, pretty much.
And that's true too. Like, a lot of people think that it's like some miracle weight loss drink, and it's not. My husband uses it too, and right now he is bulking up and adding muscle. So it's definitely, think of it more as like whole foods nutrition and more like supplements with the probiotics and everything like that. And I think that's it for questions. All right, well, thank you guys so much for taking the time out to come to this, and thank you for Angel for sharing her story as well. If you guys have any questions after this, get a hold of the person that introduced you to this webinar and gave you the link to this webinar. They'll be able to answer any of your questions and get this recording to you as well. And hopefully we will be introducing all of you into our private Team Synergy coaches group later tonight, and we will talk to you later. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks.